Cheers!
Yeah! Baby.
Welcome to Diz Bitch.
Well, I say that. That's my job.
Then say it.
3, 2, 1. Welcome to Diz Bitch. Today is our one of our villain episodes, because I'm sure we'll do more in the future, but we all really wanted to talk about Disney villains. So we've got some Disney villain themed drinks planned, and once again Madeline will judge them and tell us whose is better and whose is not.
You've won every time so far.
No, that's not true. You won the last one.
No, I didn't.
No, you won the one.
I won prettier.
No, you did. Remember, she was like the blue one.
She was like, if I was in a bar, I would order this. But
No.
if I wasn't in a bar,
No,
that was last
but
time.
she said you won.
was that? Oh,
Yeah.
well, I feel better.
You made a blue drink. Blue drinks always win. I have not made a drink that didn't look like bile. They have been delicious all, but they have all been like a really brownish yellowy, so maybe I need to stop using like
Brown
great
yellow.
alcohols. Yeah. Your dark and stormy thing was delicious though.
Oh, I loved it, but this one doesn't like ginger. Sorry. So, Christy, what are you going to be making us today?
So, one of my favorite villains to talk about, because, I mean, is he a villain? We'll get to that in the podcast episode. But, I made something called the Gaston. So you're gonna need a beer glass. You're gonna need the strongest ale you can find. This is, 9.5% alcohol by volume. So that's a pretty strong beer. And you're gonna pour your beer at an angle into the glass. That's very important. That keeps the head from getting too big. And then at the very end, you'll tip it up to get that nice frothy head on top. I did it too much. Guys, I failed.
You got it.
Woo!
Perfect. That is a perfect pour.
And that's the Gaston.
God damn it.
I actually did a more immersive version of I actually call it the Gaston Special. I'll talk a little bit about that in a little bit. A little bit about that in a little bit.
Little bit.
Lou, what's your drink?
I'm going to be making the Lady Tremaine.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that was the mother in Cinderella, which, you know, immediately thinking of it, kind of bougie,
A little bit.
kind of shitty.
A little bit.
So I'm going to start with some gin, because I've been on a gin kick apparently.
Gin's great.
I'm going to do not just one shot of gin, I think, for this.
Maybe 2 parts gin.
2 parts gin.
I like how we don't actually ever measure in parts. We say it, but then we're like, and then...
Is that not what parts means? Just a shot?
No, parts means parts of the drink. Oh, yeah. She knows.
Ooh.
No, I think you're on a...
So we're going to do a lot of gin. I steeped some basil leaves in a simple syrup that I made. So I made a basil simple syrup. So I'm going to add, I don't know,
That
some
looks
of that.
really pleasant.
Maybe like 3 tablespoons.
So the reason
Mix it.
our simple syrup always turns out that way is because I use unbleached sugar. So you
Let's do enough.
get unbleached simple syrup.
Now we have a nice basil-y gin happening here. I'm going to top it with some brut champagne to
Go
add
for
a
it.
nice fizziness. Nice
We use
little-
the cheap stuff. You can use whatever you want. If you're like, oh, well, I don't drink anything less than Dom Perignon, well, then go fuck yourself and do it. Literally, and then send us a video of you fucking yourself, because I'm really curious how that works.
Ooh.
No, I want it. Give me the nitty gritty. Let's do it.
And then I have a nice huckleberry lemonade, which I used last time as well.
But it was a fan favorite.
And I'm gonna try and gently add this to maybe ombre it, and it's not happening how I thought it would. That's really fine.
It's
Still a pretty color.
And you're just gonna add that in until you feel good about it, about your life and your choices.
If you can't find a huckleberry lemonade in your own grocery store, go pick some huckleberries, go pick some lemons, stick them in a bucket, punch them until you get all your rage out, and then you have huckleberry lemonade.
With like a little bit of water and sugar.
Well, you strain it.
There you have the Lady Tremaine. I have no idea how this is gonna turn out.
Oh, I wish I had some. Do you want some basil to garnish it with?
Yeah, I'd love some. And
Basil for garnish.
some nice basil in there. I was wanting to do like a blueberry basil dealio. And then how much effort can you really put into this?
How much can you really?
I mean, your Gaston was meticulous.
All right, well, give me a second. I will go grab the other Gaston. Ta-da! Okay, So earlier today I had an idea for a Gaston. It's kind of this medieval recipe that's floating around online. You've probably seen it. And if you've ever watched or read Harry Potter, you've heard of butterbeer. But it came from this idea of buttered beer, which is basically really, really strong beer that you then you heat it up and you mix it with some melted butter and whatever spices you want and some sugar if you want, and you put it all in a glass together. So I made some. So I melted a few tablespoons of butter. I threw in some kind of I would call them like Christmassy spices.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like ground ginger and cloves and nutmeg,
yeah.
like the stuff you make for Christmas. And then you heat up some beer and brown sugar. So you mix all that together, and then you warm up the beer, and then you mix it all together in a glass, and you get something that kind of looks like this. And honestly, it looks like butter beer to me, and it's very strong, mostly because I added a shot of brandy to mine. You don't have to do that, or you do. You have to.
Required.
But I recommend.
We ended up with such Christmassy looking drinks.
Yeah, but I do recommend you be very careful if you decide to make this with the vanilla, which I added, and the vanilla, if you're not careful, will add a very like rubbing alcohol aftertaste.
Yeah.
It's not pleasant, but I think this one's better.
Good.
No, I lied. It's just as bad.
Would cooking it down like
maybe
help?
Yeah, but then you lose how strong it is. I think I burned it. So nobody else try this.
Well,
good in concept, bad in
Are you not gonna
implementation.
try it first?
No, try mine first.
It's good beer.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
I'll laugh really hard if you still win.
I like that. It's really good.
Oh, good.
Can I try yours?
Yeah.
I was afraid that I was gonna like accidentally inhale the basil on top.
Oh, yours is so refreshing.
Oh, good.
That's really nice.
That's what I was hoping for.
Mm-hmm. Would you like some?
So we're not gonna try that.
Go for it.
Ooh.
It's not
You
great.
think
I
it's
burned
burnt?
it. It was fine before, and then I burnt
It's
it.
delightful.
I tried to reheat it, and I burnt it.
Maybe a little more gin?
It tastes burnt.
I think a little more gin.
I agree.
That's how you know you have enough gin, when you run out.
It's burnt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't burn yours. The moral of the story.
Just gonna push that over there.
That's a nice swirl.
Here you go. Drink your knife.
I got ambitious.
Oh, yeah. There it is.
I flew too close to the sun. I got burned.
Try to fuck the sun. Wings melted.
Oh, Icarus, you stupid boy.
Cheers. Okay.
Give me a second. I will go grab the other Gaston.
Yeah.
Now that it's warm.
I mean, I think this is a pretty good Lady Tremaine, though.
It is.
Oh, you heated it back up.
Whoops, it got foamy again.
Uh-oh.
But it looks beautiful now.
It does.
Oops. Sorry, guys. How much time we got left? Plenty, I'm sure.
Plenty.
Yeah.
Ta-da! Okay,